What a show. Packed show today. Joining us to go all out on this story are Kelly Williams, Poy Erram, and RR Pogoy of the TNT Tropang Giga. Good morning, Kelly, Poy, RR, and welcome to Sports Desk. Kelly.
Good morning.
How you doing, Kelly?
I'm doing great.
Thanks, man.
I'm doing great.
Yeah, you look good, man.
In a better position.
Yeah, all smiles. Poy, maraming salamat. At nag-agree ka dito. At finally, champion na. Champion sa PBA. And si RR naman, dapat kasama ka kahapon ni Troy, but busy ka with your wedding. Nasa Cebu. Maraming salamat sa iyo. Maayong buntag, RR.
May buntag.
Poy, RR, nabanggit ko nga, sa wakas, champion na kayo sa PBA. Kelly kasi, pang pito niya na to, alam, he knows. But kayong dalawa, ang tagal nyong, kumbaga, nag-antay. And, di ba, ang tagal na walang championship, especially for TNT. Considering champions kayo nung college, alam niyo yung pakiramdam, si Poy at Ateneo, tapos si RR, nag-champion sa FEU. Kayong dalawa, ano yung, kumbaga, pakiramdam dito? May kasama bang? Kasi si Troy, sabi niya, may kasamang parang sa wakas, nag-champion na rin ako sa PBA. Iba yung pakiramdam kahit nag-champion na ako dun sa UAAP. Poy.
Syempre, yun nga, sobrang sarap ng pakiramdam kasi bilang champion, syempre nung college, nag-champion nga yung Ateneo pero I'm not part of the rotation. Pero ngayon na part ako ng TNT, I'm part of the rotation. Sobrang ang laki nung itutulong ko sa team. So, and for us na makuha yung championship this conference, all Filipino pa. So ang laking achievement for us and for me. 8 years ako sa liga. Ngayon lang ako nakapag-champion. Twice pa lang ako nasa finals. And then sobrang blessed ako na nakuha ko to kasama yung mga brothers ko na pinaghirapan talaga namin. Na hindi talaga alam ng tao kung anong ginawa namin sa Ilocos, sa training camp, sa bubble, kung ano yung mga pinag-usapan namin. Talagang we're really motivated and we're really hungrier. We're hungrier and yun lang, talagang pinakita na lang namin sa court kung gaano kami ka-hungry.
RR, ikaw? Kasi alam naman natin...
Sa akin naman, parang relief kasi yun nga, champion ako nung high school, college, sa D-League, sa PBA na lang talaga. So, nung nakuha ko talaga yun, parang sabi ko, champion na talaga ako lahat kahit sang liga dito sa Pilipinas.
As for you, Kelly, like I mentioned, it's your 7th PBA title, but it comes in your first conference since coming out of retirement. What a road for you, man. Like, you retired, you left, and then you came back, Coach Shot came back, and then you're a champion again with TNT. How special is this particular championship for you?
Yeah, well, first of all, thanks for having me. And definitely will go down as one of my most memorable, if not most memorable, just considering the times, the difficulties and navigating a season through the pandemic, which I believe the PBA has done an amazing job the second time around with the bubble. Mm-hmm. But yeah, all things considered, Andre, it's when I came back, and I had no intentions really of coming back, but when Chalk messaged and said he was going back, I knew there was an opportunity that I couldn't pass up.
Yep.
So it's been an amazing run. I came into the season with nothing but just trying to be grateful for the opportunity and just giving my all as much as I can with no expectation other than just trying to bring excellence as often and as much as possible. And to finish it this way is
crazy.
Amazing.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah. Kelly, I'm going to piggyback on what you're saying. You were almost not part of this team since you announced your retirement in September, and then you stunned a lot of fans when you decided to come out of retirement during the off season. And we know that Coach Chot really played a huge role in that decision. What was that? Like a quick turnaround for you? I mean, what did he have to convince you, or was it just a simple call that Kelly, we need you back, I want you back, come back? And then did you have that sense of feeling wherein, for sure, Chot Reyes is back, it's going to be a title right away for TNT?
Well, you can never assure a championship, right? But
Yeah.
I'll tell you like this. This is how it went for me. When I was sitting in my living room,
Okay.
just some random day, and I don't really watch the news. I'm conscious and intentional of staying away from media. So I usually get my updates from my Instagram. So
Yeah.
I had no idea what was going on in the basketball world, and one day I got a text from Ryan. This off season. And I knew he was in California at the time visiting his family. And, and so it had to be like 3 or 4 in the morning there. And so he texted me. He was like, hey, Chalk's coming back. When are you coming back? Smiley laugh face. I was like, yeah, right. He's like, serious, check IG. So I went to my, where I get my news from, went to Instagram and right there in the first post was Chalk was back. And I rarely check my DMs too often, but I opened my inbox, and the most recent message was from Chalk, and he just said, "Are you ready to come back?" And so prior to the exchange with Ryan and Chalk, I was maybe 25% about coming back and playing in the PBA.
Wow.
Knowing I could still play, but I wasn't sure. But after that exchange, I was like, okay, let's see what happens. I went to about 80% then, and then I met with Chalk a few days after. We had dinner, had a good catch up, and I was just like, man, let's go, let's do this.
Yeah.
I said, I knew it was an opportunity I couldn't pass up. So.
Yeah. For sure. Like an opportunity like this doesn't really come off, and Chot Reyes and then the team you have. Poy, nung nalaman mong babalik tong si Kelly, because pareho kayong big man, pareho kayong posisyon, magkaiba yung pinagdaanan ninyo, pero interesting, pareho yung kwento ninyo. Pero ikaw una, ano yung naging reaction mo nung nalaman mong babalik si Kelly Williams sa lineup ninyo?
Siyempre sobrang relief kasi hindi na kami mahihirapan sa ilalim from match up sa mga big guys, yung mga big guys sila Junmar, sila Greg, sila Christian. So hindi kami kukulangin sa tao. And then for me, Kuya Kelly being there, he's a leader. He always talks to me. We always talk. Actually, we always talk. Every time I need something off and on the court, talagang tinutulungan niya talaga ako. Especially on how to be mature inside the court, and how to play like a pro, how to handle those kind of situations in the game, and then talagang yung presence lang niya.
Yeah.
And then makikita mo sa game kung paano siya nakafocus, ganyan. And then pag he makes some mistakes, he'll admit it right away, and then he's gonna correct himself, and then the team will follow. Kasi veteran talagang makikita mo talaga na they're really there to play, and they really want to win. So kami, yung mga players, yung mga younger players, sila Troy, sila Roger, si Roger, ako, tapos yung iba, talagang susunod talaga kami. Kasi nakikita namin sa kanila na they're a good parang role model for us to follow. And then yung experience sila, talagang grabe yung experience nila nandun na. So kami ina-absorb lang namin lahat na pwede namin makuha sa kanila, lahat na pwede matutunan namin. So then in the next generation, pag kami na yung matanda, kami na yung nandyan sa situation nila, kami naman yung mag-give back dun sa mga younger players naman. So talagang laking tulong talaga for me lalo na ngayon na talagang masabi ko na nag-mature ako kahit paano talaga sa tulong ni Kuya Kelly and those veterans.
Grabe yung maturity mo, Poy. Yun lang masasabi ko. Ibang klase yung pinagdaanan mo from di pinapansin ng Ateneo. Tapos ngayon, one of the best bigs in the league for sure. RR, nabanggit ko nga kanina na si Coach Chot, kahapon kausap ko si Troy at sabi niya nga, si Coach Chot really wanted you guys to be, kumbaga sabi niya, to be the most hardworking and the best conditioned team. Nung simula pa lang, first day, yun pa lang daw sinabi ni Chot, I want you guys to be the most hardworking and best conditioned team. Both physically and mentally, RR, kilalang-kilala mo tong si Coach Chot, nakasama mo din sa Gilas. Did you feel na ganun yung, kumbaga, that set the difference? Yun yung pinagkaiba? Yun yung nadala ni Coach Chot? Kasi naalala ko nung semis, kinausap pa niya kayo about yung pinanggalingan ninyo, di ba? Kumbaga, balikan nyo kung saan kayo nanggaling. Iba kasi si Coach Chot mag-motivate mag-coach .
Sa totoo lang, yun talaga. Yun ang, doon kami nagsimula. Parang namulat kami. In-explain niya talaga lahat na bakit ganito yung motto natin ngayon, best condition team. Kasi di mo pwedeng talunin sa talent per talent yung San Miguel eh. Kasi sobrang talented talaga nung team na
Lalim
yun.
eh.
So,
Oo.
naggawa siya ng way paano kami mag-step up, paano namin sila talunin. So, doon talaga nag-start. Grabe din mag-motivate talaga. Parang magigising ka talaga pag mag-motivate si Coach Shot sa amin.
Well, let's take a quick break. We still have a lot of questions and we'll try to squeeze in everything in the time that we have. Babalikan namin kayo, Kelly, Poy, and RR. Our conversation will continue with RR Pogoy, Poy Erram, and Kelly Williams of the TNT Tropang Giga. Stay tuned to Sports Desk only here on CNN Philippines for news you can trust. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Sports Desk only here on CNN Philippines. And we still have Kelly Williams, Poy Erram, and RR Pogoy of the TNT Tropang Giga, champions of the PBA Philippine Cup. There you see. There's Kelly drinking coffee. We have Poy and RR. Siyempre, minsan kahit gaano kayo ka-prepared, even, you say you're always prepared, Kelly, hindi nyo may iwasan. You won't avoid sometimes, injuries and other health issues. Kelly, you know this. For instance, you missed the first 4 games of the semis because of the PBA's health and safety protocols. Kelly, I'll start with you again. What was that like for you mentally that you had to go through that, watching your team play without you against San Miguel in a best-of-7 series in the first 4 games?
I mean, you can imagine it was tough. Obviously, going into the semifinals, you want to play against the San Miguel. You want to play against the best of the best. And that's what you're looking forward to. So you prepare your mind for that, and then days before, I'm sitting at home watching. I'm relegated to my place. So it was definitely tough. For me, there was no worry and feeling like, oh man, our chances of, whatever, lessened. Obviously, the strength of our team is the team. Yeah. So we need every man there as much as possible. That's what the team was built upon. But I knew that, Poy, Troy, and Dave were going to man the inside position great. And obviously, Chot and the coaches, they're great at what they do. So there was going to be some schemes hatched, and you guys saw how it went down. And after the first 4 games, it was 2-2. So, with or without me there, we would have been fine. But obviously, I want to be there. I wanted to be there. But I think that's the toughest part for me, though, coming back. Missing those first 4 games and then getting cleared maybe 2 days before Game 5 and kind of getting thrown into the fire, so to speak. When you miss time and you're not feeling 100%, the last thing you want to do is have to guard a Junmar Fajardo or a Moala Tautua. So, but I think that's what kind of attributed to the back pains going into the finals. But it's all part of it. And again, there was no doubt in my mind that Poy and Troy and Dave would have filled in my shoes just fine. Yeah. And they did.
Yeah, they held down the fort. Of course, Poy was also saying they need you in terms of battling like the likes of Junmar, Mo, the names you mentioned. They need a Kelly Williams in there, but they did still hold down the fort without you. And you know what? Many of us thought that actually you would miss some time in the finals, like what you mentioned, because of those the back spasms, the back injuries suffered in Game 1. And I was personally worried for you because you had to be stretchered out. That didn't. That wasn't something that you would want to see. And you shocked us by coming back and playing for the rest of the finals. Talk about that decision, to play through the pain, to come back after being stretchered out in Game 1. Was your absence in that semis at the back of your mind that, I might lose some games again. I might not be back for this, especially in the finals?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. How after Game 1, I couldn't take a step without there being like excruciating pain, and I think what hurt worse was the possibility of not playing in the finals. And it was just painful. And I was crying like a baby, and before the stretcher came, just thinking about the idea of not being able to play in the finals. So it was hard, but you know, we'd been through too much together, meaning myself and the team. Since March, you know, grinding it out, and all of us having to deal with pains and aches and being in, being out. And like I said, it's one of those opportunities. Not everyone gets to play in the finals, you know, and so I said, if I can move my legs without pain or without, you know, if I can stand up and if I can move, then I'm just going to go out and give what I can. But like I said, full knowing that Poy and the rest of the guys and all the fellas will you know, do what needs to be done with or without me. But it's just something I didn't want to miss the finals.
Poy, ikaw din eh. Grabe yung nung nadaganan ka ni Mota Utua, yung cheekbone mo. You know, kumbaga hindi nila alam pakikwento sa amin yung sakit nun. Kasi yung iba, mas masakit sa totoong yung maramdaman mo kaysa yung mapanood mo. Pero yung madaganan ka nga ni Mo, yung cheekbone mo fractured. Ano naman yung, eto, pag pinapanood natin ulit, paano ka nakabalik nun, Poy? Paano ka, I mean, 'di ba? Paano mo ang sakit nun? Yung iniinda mo yan, fractured cheekbone, tas lalaro ka ulit, kalaban ulit yung sila nung semifinals despite that injury.
There's no other way actually kasi yun nga sabi ni Kuya Kelly, parang you want to play San Miguel kasi they're the best. 'Di ba? So ang dami na nilang championship. Then after them, may Magnolia pa sa finals. For me, there's no other way kasi yung mga mas mahirap na yung pinagdaanan namin compare dyan eh. Konti na lang eh. Nandun ka na sa dulo eh, di ba? So talagang tuloy-tuloy na, bahala na. Eh, yung wife ko nga talagang natakot yung wife ko eh. After na nangyari. Sabi niya, wag na daw ako maglaro. Sabi ko, hindi pwede. Kailangan ako ng team. Siyempre, ayoko naman na, hindi naman ako mamamatay dito eh. Pwede naman itong operahan kung sakaling malala. Pero kung hindi naman, gamot-gamot na lang. Sabi ko, sige, bahala na. Let's see where it goes. Sabi ko, basta gusto ko maglaro, gusto ko makatulong sa team, gusto ko matulungan yung team ko, gusto ko umabot kami dun sa ultimate goal namin.
Grabe, I'm sure nag-alala talaga yung misis mo. Ito yung nakamask ka. Ito yung grabe yan. Sabi ko, ganda pa rin nung nilalaro ni Poy. Tumitira mula sa labas. Tapos naka-face mask. Ibang klase yung pinakita mong puso dito. Poy, grabe. Punta tayo dun sa teka lang, yung itong PBA, babalik na kagad. And I was talking to Kelly earlier off the air that right away, magsa-start na yung next conference, babalik kayo kagad sa ensayo, wala masyadong time to rest. This time around, imports will be part of this conference. Para sa TNT, si Mackenzie Moore. I also asked Troy about this. RR, nakalaro nyo na si Mackenzie sa Macau. Sabi nga ni Troy, team player naman daw si Mackenzie. Pero kumusta si Mackenzie like on the court? Anong masasabi mo? Naalala mo dun sa laro ni Mackenzie Moore at gaano, kumbaga, ikaw, ka-confident na baka mag-champion ulit with Mackenzie Moore in this import conference?
Nakalaro ko si Mackenzie, one game lang kasi na-injured din siya. So, pero naman siya, yun nga, sabi ni Troy, team player talaga siya. Tapos magaling din si Mackenzie talaga. Umiscore nga 30 plus ata yung score nun eh. O 40 plus pa. Tapos off the court naman, mabait din. Palagi ko nga siyang ka-message sa Instagram eh.
Okay naman. Excited na, syempre, makasama kayo dahil kaka-champion nyo lang sa Philippine Cup eh.
Sobra excited. Yun na, may message ko nga siya eh. Kasi sa semis-finals, nag-good luck siya sa akin eh. Sabi ko nga, see you soon. Kasi alam ko siya yung import namin. So, excited ako ngayon na maglaro ulit sa next conference kasama si Mackenzie.
Poy and Kelly, another commercial break. But of course, we'll still continue this conversation again with RR Pogoy, Poy Erram, and Kelly Williams. And later, we will answer some of the questions that you sent in via social media. You're tuned into Sports Desk only here on CNN Philippines, where we go all out for the day's top sports stories. Stay tuned. And we're back. Thank you for joining us here on Sports Desk only on CNN Philippines. A packed show today with Kelly Williams, Poy Erram, and RR Pogoy of the TNT Tropang Giga. Now, let's take a look at some of the questions that our viewers sent in online on social media in a segment we call Fans Want to Know. Let's take a look right away. This question comes from Isla DLFGS and from Rookie of the Year, Gilas Pilipinas, and now champion with TNT. RR, para sa'yo to, ano pa daw yung hinahanap mo sa career mo?
Sa totoo lang, more championship talaga. Kaya hindi ako makokontento sa isa lang. So, dagdagan ko pa talaga.
Yun, dagdagan pa ang championship. Kumbaga, hindi ka na kontento, naramdaman mo na na mag-champion dito sa PBA. Isa pa, sabi ni RR. Maraming salamat sa iyo, Isla DLFGS. Ito na, another question comes from JR, or J. Rabano Jr. And he wants to know, eto Poy, this is for you, what type of drills help improve your shooting? I agree with this question kasi grabe nga yung in-improve ng shooting mo, Poy.
Wala lang talagang just keep shooting lang. Kailangan repetition every day. Kailangan hindi ka tamarin, hindi ka mapagod sa mga drills na ganyan kasi yan yung magtutulong sa career mo yan yung tutulong sa career mo to improve. And then dapat talagang gising ka maaga. Kung hindi sapat yung sumasali ka lang sa mga drills sa team, kailangan may sarili kang drills, may sarili kang routine every day.
May mga sarili kang drills na ginagawa mo, no? Na kumbaga bukod dun sa team.
Every
At laki talagang bagay. Poy, ang laking kumbaga yung nakita naman natin yung shooting mo ibang klase, yung 'di ba, yung in-improve. Kelly, this question is for you. Don't worry. This is a good question. Rosh Sofly wants to know, how do you channel your frustration when the referee's decision doesn't go your way?
Which is most of the time. No, I go to my happy place.
Which
go to my
is-
happy place.
We
And
see
that-
it, by
that-
the way. We see you're so frustrated, but you guys just have to channel it the other way.
Yeah, no, you just gotta next play, whatever. Accept it. Maybe I fouled him. Maybe I didn't. Just keep moving. That's a life lesson, guys. Just keep moving. It's not gonna go your way all the time. Keep it moving.
But you know what, bro? I see you all the time in Eastwood. I know you never admitted you committed a foul, though. Like, let's save this best for last, Kelly, RR, and Poy. This one comes from TNT's very own Kib Montalvo, from your teammate Kib, and he wants, Kib wants to know who is RR's favorite teammate / roommate? RR, ikaw daw.
Teammate, lahat talaga sila. Favorite ko, lahat sila. Pero yung roommate, si Kib na lang. Kasi roommate ko siya doon sa bubble Bahala na siya na lang.
Kaya pala tinanong niya, no choice. Kasi alam niyang siya yung roommate. Ikaw po, may gusto kang idagdag? Sinong paborito mong teammate or roommate?
Teammate, siyempre lahat naman sila special, pero there's two na nag-stand out, si Troy and then si JJ.
Troy and JJ. Kelly, how about you, man? You're one of the old dogs, you know, the old dog in the team. Yeah. What can you say about these young guys?
You know what, Andre? Like, and I said it the night we won the championship. At this point, obviously, I've won. I've done all this stuff before, but having worked with these guys since March, having got to know these guys in a deep way on and off the court, and just seeing how they work, I just really wanted to see them win.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel like they deserve to win. Mm-hmm. Obviously, all the teams have sacrificed and this and that, but much deeper than just sacrificing being away from family. We really sacrifice. I've seen them sacrifice for each other.
Yeah.
Within the team, sacrificing shots, sacrificing personal accolades, and all of that for the sake of buying into Chat's system and buying into each other essentially. So I'm just really happy. I was really happy to see Poy and Roger hold up the trophy for the first time in their careers, and all the rest of those guys who've gotten a chance for the first time to be a champion. You know, it's just a great feeling to see that, see hard work pay off.
Yeah, you guys have a lot of hardworking players. I also want to commend all your teammates, Glenn Cubuntin, the Dave Marcelos, the Brian Arguelas, all these guys who contributed to your title run. You know what, guys? We have 1 minute left. I wish we had a 1 hour show to fit all the questions. I know it was really quick, but thank you. I'm so happy for you, Kelly. Thank you again for being on the show. Rest your back. Stay safe, man. Good luck in the next conference. Thank you, bro. I'll see you in Eastwood.
Thank you.
Poy,
appreciate you, Jay.
Appreciate you, man. Poy, maraming salamat sa'yo. At saya ko para sa'yo. Maraming pinagdaanan mo. You're one of the best bigs in the PBA. We'll talk to you again soon. Mabuhay ka, Poy, ha? Makinig ka sa misis mo.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Always.
And RR, good luck with your wedding. Alam kong busy ka with your wedding plans. Maraming salamat sa'yo. Stay safe. Congratulations on your first title sa PBA. We'll talk to you again soon, ha? Ingat ka.
Thank you.
Maraming salamat sa inyo. Thank you again, Kelly Williams, Poy Erram, and RR Pogoy of the TNT Tropang Giga champions of the Philippine Cup.